Good Monday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top news stories, let's take a quick look outside that weather window. And today, a lot like yesterday, wasn't it? Except a little bit drier, but just as cloudy. Cloudy skies all over north central Washington today, as well as here in the Wenatchee Valley as we look down at the valley from our beautiful Sky-Fi tower camera near the cross at Wenatchee Heights. And you can see a lot of cloudiness out there today, and that really did keep our temperatures from warming up all that much today. In fact, we were about 5 to 6 degrees below normal for high temperatures today. But the good news is, for all you folks that are hoping for a warm spring, according to the National Weather Service, you're going to get your wish. As you can see in the Pacific Northwest, we will be 60, maybe even 70 degrees above normal, 70%, I should say, not degrees, 70% above where we should be temperature-wise as we move through this spring. So we're talking March 21st or March 20th through about June 21st. So things will begin to warm up. Also, the coldest area in the midsection of the country and a nice mild spring as well for the eastern U.S. We'll focus in on our weekly forecast coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. 3 people were injured in a 2-car accident Friday on Highway 2 east of Leavenworth. A Moses Lake man remains in custody today after allegedly shooting his wife over the weekend following a domestic dispute. And in an announcement over the weekend, Laura Jakes said she will seek re-election to the Wenatchee School Board. But first, we begin tonight. A 50-year-old Ephrata man was killed Friday in a 4-vehicle accident on Highway 17, about 5 miles north of Moses Lake. Killed in the wreck was Christopher Knight, who the Washington State Patrol said was driving a 2013 Kia southbound when he attempted to pass another vehicle and collided with 3 northbound cars. 38-year-old Peter Martinez, also of Ephrata, was driving a 2014 PT Cruiser that collided head-on with Knight's car. Martinez was airlifted to Central Washington Hospital with undisclosed injuries. Not injured in the accident was the driver of a Chevy Silverado, which was sideswiped by Knight's car, and the driver of a Plymouth Neon, which did sideswipe Knight's car after the head-on collision. Martinez's car ended up on its top in the ditch. Washington State Patrol says unsafe passing the cause of that accident. 3 people were injured in a 2-car accident Friday on Highway 2 east of Leavenworth in which both vehicles rolled. The accident just after 4 p.m. happened when a Jeep Cherokee driven by 19-year-old Cole Rosa of Cleellum attempted to pass in the left lane a Subaru Impreza driven by 71-year-old Lyle Sherwood of Peshastin. Sherwood was changing lanes at the same time and his car struck Sherwood's, sending both cars rolling off the road into an orchard. A passenger in Rosa's vehicle, 21-year-old Jordan Jackson of Wenatchee, suffered the most serious injuries, but she'd been stabilized and then transferred to another hospital after initially being taken to Central Washington Hospital. Rosa and Sherwood were treated and released at Central. Both drivers were cited. A Moses Lake man remains in custody tonight after allegedly shooting his wife over the weekend following a domestic dispute. Moses Lake police responded to the residents in the 200 block of East Inglewood Drive after the 62-year-old woman called to report that her husband, 69-year-old Larry L. Winters, shot her after a fight at their home. The woman said Winters pushed her down and threatened to kill her after she tried to leave the home and called 911. While trying to wrestle the gun away from Winters, the woman was shot in the hand. Police say the scuffle between the two continued after the shooting, and Winters again attempted to shoot his wife. Larry L. Winters remains in the Grant County Jail on first-degree assault and second-degree attempted murder charges. Police also say alcohol played a role in the altercation. In an announcement over the weekend, Laura Jakes said she will seek re-election to the Wenatchee School Board. Jakes has often been at odds with 3 members of the board, all elected in 2017. Those 3 also appointed the replacement for Dr. Walter Newman, who resigned last year and had often sided with Jakes. She's served 17 years on the board and says she will remain an independent voice on the board as it faces several key challenges in the years ahead. Coming up next, power will be out in a big swath of downtown Wenatchee beginning at midnight tonight. A memorial service for fallen Kittitas County Deputy Ryan Thompson is set for this Thursday, March 28th. And Blue Spoon Yogurt in East Wenatchee is holding a fundraiser Tuesday night for 6-year-old Rihanna Rosenberg, the girl who fell into an icy Rock Island pond last month. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
You don't have to be a member to enjoy the view and dine in style at Highlander Bar and Grill in East Wenatchee. Open 7 days a week, Highlander Grill offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dine in or take it to go, our friendly staff is here to serve you. Reservations recommended for Friday night's prime rib dinner. Call for live music dates. Hi, I'm Shalane, site coordinator for Highlander Grill. Give me a call to schedule your event today.
Arctic Refrigeration and Heating, serving North Central Washington, is proud to offer the finest heating and cooling air quality products along with prompt and professional customer service since 1984. Regardless of the temperature outside, Arctic is here for you. Arctic offers a variety of services: residential and commercial heating, air conditioning, commercial refrigeration, as well as planned fall and spring maintenance for the overall well-being of your system. Call Arctic Refrigeration and Heating for your heating and cooling needs.
Hey everyone, so today I'm tackling Medical Assistant Ninja, trying to get that next level career. Man, this dead-end job is holding me back. Decision time, I'm going charter college. Now I'm a medical assistant student. Rocking it? Yeah, earned the President's Award. Score! Took my career to the next level. Hey, I can level up to Medical Assistant Ninja, so can you. Get on it.
Welcome back. In other news, power will be out in a big swath of downtown Wenatchee beginning at midnight tonight and continuing until 5 tomorrow morning. The outages planned by the Chelan County PUD as upgrades are completed on electrical systems. The PUD said it notified all property owners in the affected areas between Chelan Avenue and Columbia Street from Whitman Way to Orondo Avenue. Stop signs will be in place at several intersections downtown when power is out at those traffic signals. A memorial service for Kittitas County Deputy Ryan Thompson is set for this Thursday, March 28th at 2 p.m. at Nicholson Pavilion at Central Washington University in Ellensburg. The 42-year-old Thompson was shot and killed after a traffic stop in Kittitas last week. He leaves behind a wife and 3 children. 22-year-old Kittitas police officer Benito Chavez was also critically wounded in the shooting. Speaking of Officer Chavez, here's a picture provided by Sergeant Chris Foreman of the Chelan County Sheriff's Office, who visited Chavez at Harborview Medical Center in Seattle last week. Foreman reports that Officer Chavez is recovering nicely and was released from the hospital last Friday. In other news, Blue Spoon Yogurt in East Wenatchee is holding a fundraiser Tuesday night for 6-year-old Rihanna Rosenberg, the girl who fell into an icy Rock Island pond last month and remains at Seattle Children's Hospital. The fundraiser is tomorrow night from 6 o'clock to 8:30. Blue Spoon will be donating 40% of all sales and tips to that family. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Stay with us.
I'm working today.
I've got some work to do today.
Don't forget, I've got some work for you today.
Have a good first day at work, Mom.
Thanks.
Your donations to Goodwill fund job training programs right in our community.
New beginnings feel great, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Be a job creator. Goodwill. There's more behind the store.
It's estimated that 1/3 of Americans do not have a financial plan. At D.A. Davidson, their advisors are working to change that because they understand the importance of planning for the future. At D.A. Davidson, they believe in partnering together to build a strategy tailored to your needs. They spend the time and have the knowledge to help keep your financial future on track. Let D.A. Davidson Financial Advisors of Wenatchee put the strength of advice to work for you.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. April is Distracted Driving Awareness Month, and in tonight's feature story, we're taking a look behind the scenes of local Kashmir student Emma Bruner's senior project. In this week's NCWLIFE magazine, producer Caitlin Hedersheet documents the creative process with Bruner as she works to produce 3 PSAs that will air in the movie theaters this summer.
Distracted driving can be anything from eating food to that one thing that we all are addicted to, which is our cell phones. And any media whatsoever in the car, whether it be your phone, your radio in your car, can be a big distraction. And what ends up happening is there's a lot of collisions that occur on a national level, somewhere in the neighborhood of 300,000 plus serious collisions happen every year. There's over 3,500 deaths that occur every year because related to distracted driving, and there's a whole host of them that are not serious injuries but deal with property damage. So it's a huge problem. People that are distracted drivers are almost as impaired as those that are driving under the influence of alcohol and drugs. So that's why it results in so many collisions and some deaths that occur out of those as well.
Kashmir senior and Wenatchee Valley College sophomore Emma Bruner began her involvement in raising awareness on the dangers of distracted driving when she was a Senate page in Olympia, after her and her mother were told there weren't enough deaths from distracted driving to inspire more warning signs on the roadway.
So I took it upon myself as a 15-year-old girl to try and make a difference. Even if it was just in Kashmir, I wanted to make that difference. And starting 3 years ago on this, I made 3 road signs, magnets, and I brought in a professional speaker. Now that I'm a senior, I wanted to save the bigger stuff for my project, my senior project, which is something that we have to do to graduate. So I wanted to do something big and impactful. I wanted to no longer just reach Kashmir. I wanted to go beyond those means and reach all of Wenatchee. So my mentor is Steve Crown, and him and I sat down and started discussing what grants we could apply for, what people we needed to get involved.
After a few conversations about the most effective way to reach the community on this issue, Chief Crown says they decided locally produced PSAs would be a unique way to spread the word.
One of the things that I kind of steered her toward is thinking bigger, think about a bigger campaign, and that's all it took. She took off and ran with the ball, and right now you're seeing her getting close to finishing up her senior project, and it's going to be a good one, I hope. But just kind of talking her through some of her own thoughts about what was in her interest about distracted driving. Why not? Why not create a video? Why not create a larger viewership and reach more people so that you can hopefully get that message through? Stop with the distracted driving, focus on the road ahead.
With a donation from the North Central Washington Association of Realtors, Emma was able to move forward with the PSAs. Enlisting the Community Foundation of North Central Washington as her fiscal sponsor for any donations, she also joined forces with Apple Valley Honda to help bring the commercials to the airwaves.
Time now for a check of your north central Washington weather forecast. And before we get to all those details, let's take a peek outside our weather window. This shot courtesy of the Sky-Fi tower camera at Wenatchee Heights. We call it the cross camera. Looking at the beautiful Wenatchee Valley, we did see a pretty heavy cloud deck over the area today. One system, the storm system that brought us about 0.13 of an inch of rain yesterday, is moving off to our northeast. But a lot of the cloudiness we're seeing, that's from the rain that is beginning to fall around north central Washington as we speak, and we do expect more of that on the way. We'll get to that in a second. But today, high temperatures will below where they should be for this time of year. 51 unofficially, 57 is our normal high. We had a nice start to the day this morning though at 42 degrees, 37 is our normal low. What a beautiful day back in 1960. That's our record high year, and the temperature was 74 degrees, 21 our record low in 1996. As I mentioned, we picked up 0.13 of an inch of precip from that rain Saturday night into yesterday, and that gives us 2.5 inches now year to date here in north central Washington. Sunrise now at 6:54 in the morning, sunset at 7:21. Let's put that loop in motion now and show what we can expect weather-wise. Tonight, cloudy skies will continue with showers through our evening, about a 60% chance of rain as this system pushes through. It's all being fueled by this area of low pressure just off the North California coast. As we move into our Tuesday, what a difference a day makes. That system will move away, and at least 2/3 of Washington state will see all kinds of sunshine tomorrow, and we will warm up with high temperatures tomorrow back to near 60 degrees. For Wednesday, not a bad start to our day, but we will see increasing clouds throughout the day and then a 60% chance of rain. It really doesn't show it here. This is a little bit earlier in the day, but by Wednesday night, a better chance for some rain, and we're going to stay with that chance of rain as we move into Thursday with cloudy skies, a 50% just for scattered light showers around the Wenatchee area. Most of the real formed area of rain showers will be over in the Spokane area, so it will be a wet day on Thursday, it looks like right now. Friday will dry out a bit. Partly cloudy skies, maybe a few isolated showers just popping up on the radar for Friday, but still not really a bad way to end our work week. And what a great way to start our next weekend. Mostly sunny on Saturday. In fact, all of the western United States will enjoy mostly sunny skies. We'll see a little bit warmer temperatures for Saturday, and that makes for a pretty nice Sunday too. Partly cloudy skies, a few more high clouds floating around out there. We will see mild conditions on Sunday with temperatures once again in the mid to upper 50s. And then beyond Sunday into Monday, this area of low pressure kicks in, and we will see more wet weather about a week from today. Let's take a look now at your quick lube and tune forecast. Tonight, not bad once again, about 36 for our overnight low. A beautiful day in store for us for Tuesday, mostly sunny and 60, and then kind of a rainy period heads our way. Increasing clouds Wednesday, a 60% chance for evening showers, high temperature of 54. Thursday looks to be our coolest day. We'll see clouds all day, a 50% chance of mainly light rain showers for the Wenatchee Valley on Thursday, and then a warm up for Friday and into Saturday. Partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies with highs then in the upper 50s. By Sunday, 58 degrees. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Dan Kuntz and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Dear Mary Maids, just got home from a trade show and I didn't have time to pick up the house. Kids made chili. Jeff did a mud run. Oh, and Winston shredded Teddy's bed. Again, please clean it the best you can. Oh, except for the statue Max made for me. Thanks, Abby.
Hi, Abby. Clean kitchen, clean bath, clean floor, naughty cat. Poor Teddy. The statue is precious. You should keep it forever. See you next time, Mary Maids.
Hi, I'm Cordell Schroeder, owner of East Wenatchee Mobile Storage.
If you're thinking about making a move anytime soon, check out the East Wenatchee Mini Storage brand new mobile storage service. They drop it off at your location, you pack it, and they pick it up and store it in their protected warehouse at East Wenatchee for as long as you need. When you're ready, they'll drop it off at your new home or office. East Wenatchee Mini Storage is excited to offer this brand new service to our region.
Call 509-884-8643 or find us on the web at ewministorage.com.
I'm Tom from Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. At Alpine Air, we think of ourselves as customer service-oriented retailers. When you make an appointment, please visit our store, meet our people, see our shop. We are serious about heating and air conditioning. Carrier and Alpine Air are offering huge factory rebates and financing options for all your needs. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Call for your free replacement estimate. Heat and air, call Alpine Air, 662-6846.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
Happy Monday, everybody. Eric Grandstrom's taking a well-deserved day off. I'm Dan Kuntz, handling sports. The Wenatchee Wild have punched their ticket to round 3 of the BCHL playoffs. It took them overtime on Friday. It took them overtime last night, but they did it. And they knock off Cowicz in the final 4-2. It began Friday night, Game 5, Town Toyota Center. Nobody scored in the first period. Then P.J. Fletcher put the Wild on the board at the 9:42 mark into the second. Then in the third, with less than 7 minutes remaining in the game, Doug Scott of the Capitals tied the game with both teams skating 4-on-4. That would send it into overtime and allow the local boy to make his team and his valley proud. Art Checker with the call on the Wenatchee Wild Hockey Network.
Walked it out front, poke checked away, near side. Grist can't get to it, but it'll be played by Stratton. Backdoor score! Put it right on the stick of Fletcher. Wide open off to the left side of Diamond. A perfect feed from Stratton. And Fletcher with the easy finish. And the Wild strike first, a power play goal at the 9:42 mark. Wenatchee leads at 1-0. Throws it back up top, right point for Mike Giannakis. Back to Conquest. He curls, drags, shot, save made. Loose puck, cleared, score. And Doug Scott able to sweep the puck in. Austin Park complaining. Felt he was interfered with, possibly, but a 4-on-4 even strength goal. And the Capitals have tied the game at 1. 16 seconds left. Souter has it in the corner. Sent down low. Cote presses it there. Gets jammed away. Now pressed again up against the end board. 6 seconds left. Clock continues to tick. And this one is going to be decided in overtime. Souter up to Fletcher. Fletcher drops it off for Dorsey. Dorsey cross rink feed. Played by Stratton and then dropped off. Souter up high now to Sasaki. Back to Souter from the circle. Side of the net. Backdoor shot. Score! Matt Dorsey. Some beautiful passing in the offensive zone with a man advantage. Melaragny having to be restrained by the linesman.
So Wenatchee takes a 3-2 series lead, heading back to Duncan, British Columbia. Game 6 was last night. Cowicz and Valley's Preston Brodziak and David Melaragny, helped the home team build a 2-0 lead into the second period. Then the comeback began for the Wild. The 7:32 mark of the second, and that's when we'll pick up the call. Arch Ecker on the Wenatchee Wild Hockey Network, video courtesy of Hockey TV.
Grabel throws it off the rail, rattles around. Stratton plays it back and behind for Dorsey. Dorsey centering feed, shot and a score! Lucas Souter. The centering feed from behind the goal line. Souter all alone at the top of the crease. And just with his stick flat on the ice, just one touched it in. And the Wild have climbed the mountain. They trailed 2-0, but they now lead it 3-2. Capitals send it around back behind, fired up ahead, broken up by Modry. Now Cote dangles in, gets in around behind, he shoots, save, rebound, score. Capitals up through center, pass ahead, broken up by Sasaki. And the loose puck kicked along, and that will bring us to the horn. And this one's going to overtime. Ahead, broken up by Souter. Back the other way. Souter's got help. Reifenberger, Souter couldn't get the shot. Loose puck, side of the net, score! Are they going to count it? Held in by Grabel. He flutters it down low for Fletcher. Over to Sasaki. He shoots. He scores! Chad Sasaki, game winner.
So the Wild move on. Who they play next, we don't know. They got to wait. Game 7 of the series between Trail and Vernon is tonight. The winner of that series will take on the Wenatchee Wild. By the way, Prince George advanced. They swept Chilliwack, and they await the winner of Game 7 between Victoria and Powell River. That means there will not be hockey tomorrow night at the Town Toyota Center. Next up on their agenda, indoor football. The Wenatchee Valley Skyhawks host the Reno Express, their home opener, Thursday. Town Toyota Center. They had a road loss, by the way, in their very first American West Conference indoor football game of the weekend. The Idaho Horsemen won 33-24. Reno, by the way, 1-0. They defeated the Tri-Cities Fire. Kickoff, Skyhawks and Express Thursday, 7 o'clock. Les Schwab Prep Scoreboard. Take a look-see. We'll start out with baseball. How did your teams do? Wenatchee wins, Manson wins, Tonasket sweeps, Cascade won a couple, Cascade and Cashmere all victorious on Saturday. Girls softball, again, take a look. Ephrata victorious, Cascade clobbering Quincy, Cascade and Okanagan splitting the twin bill. As you can see there, Tonasket, no problems with Waterville Mansfield in a doubleheader. Les Schwab Prep Soccer Scoreboard. Your winners, Eastmont, Wenatchee, Cascade, Chelan, and then Chiawana got the better of Eastmont on Saturday afternoon. Boys lacrosse leave off the field at the Apple Bowl. Wenatchee snuck by Hermiston 5-3. They have a game tonight down in Hanford against the Falcons, a league game for the local lacrosse team. High school tennis, Cashmere, Tonasket split over the weekend as well. And how does your NCAA tournament bracket look? Mine looks great because I didn't fill it out until today. If you pick the favorites, you're fine. All the number 1, all the number 2, and all the number 3 seeds have moved on. Gonzaga beat Baylor. Duke barely survived to beat Central Florida. Of course, Oregon survives. They move on to the Sweet 16. The Huskies, of course, were bounced from the tournament on Sunday by number 1 seed North Carolina. And finally, baseball. Mariners have a couple of spring training games back at the brand new T-Mobile Park. That's the new name, not the park. They got San Diego tonight, San Diego tomorrow. Opening day against Boston. Opening day number 2 against Boston is on Thursday. And those are just some of the games that people are playing on this Monday. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Dan. Recapping tonight's top news story, a 50-year-old Ephrata man was killed in a 4-vehicle accident on Highway 17, about 5 miles north of Moses Lake. Killed in the wreck was Christopher Knight, who the Washington State Patrol said was driving a 2013 Kia southbound when he attempted to pass another vehicle and collided with 3 northbound cars. 38-year-old Peter Martinez, also of Ephrata, was driving a 2014 PT Cruiser that collided head-on with Knight's car. Martinez was airlifted to Central Washington Hospital with undisclosed injuries. Not injured in the accident was the driver of a Chevy Silverado, which was sideswiped by Knight's car, and the driver of a Plymouth Neon, which sideswiped Knight's car after the head-on collision. Martinez's car ended up on its top in the ditch. Washington State Patrol says unsafe passing the cause of that accident. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-NCWL. That's 888-6295. Also, keep it right here on the NCW Life channel tomorrow morning for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with host Dan Kuntz. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us and have a great night.
NCW Life channel is your home for local news, local weather, and events including live local high school sports. Watch inspiring local shows featuring local people. Don't miss Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Let's learn. Guada TV. Street Talk and other stuff. The 12th District. Life with Lisa. And the Arbiter of Stoke. NCW Life channel is your local TV station.
Since 1932, Camp Seneca, nestled on the beautiful shores of Lake Wenatchee, has provided children grades 1 through 12 with the ideal location for kids to learn new skills, have fun, and make friends while creating memories that will last a lifetime. Camp Seneca's rustic log cabins and their staff serve to provide each group a unique summer camp experience. Register for Camp Seneca today, www.campfirencw.org.
Are you watching me? If you're watching me and you are a business owner in North Central Washington, your potential customers could be seeing your TV commercial right now. With Solely on Broadcasting, TV advertising is effective and affordable. Place your ads on the network best suited to your potential customers, or get top-of-mind awareness with 16 cable networks, including NCWLIFE, your local TV channel. Give Solely on Broadcasting a call at 888-2020 today to see how easy and affordable it is to advertise on TV.
Hey there, Wenatchee. I'm Sean Lee, and I'm inviting you to check out the NCW Movie Guide to keep up on what movies are playing in our town.